Cześć, witam Was w kolejnym odcinku serii Zagrajmy Broken Sword, Cień Templariuszy. Teraz szybciutko wejdziemy sobie na górę i będziemy próbowali tutaj wykonać pewną sztuczkę, ponieważ gdybyśmy od razu wyszli drzwiami, to niestety, ale spotkałoby nas coś takiego.
Monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Is this what you're after, Guido?
See, that's it.
I can explain everything. Well, almost everything.
Too late. You're on your way to feed the fishes.
I'm allergic to fish. I break out in blotches when I eat tuna.
Let's go.
Jak widzicie, w tej sytuacji mielibyśmy bardzo poważny problem, ponieważ wykonanie tej czynności zakończyłoby się śmiercią naszego bohatera i musielibyśmy sobie grę wczytać, pod warunkiem oczywiście, że mielibyśmy save'a. Tak więc mądrzejsi o to doświadczenie, teraz otworzymy sobie kluczykiem pokój, który jeszcze powinien być wolny i tutaj to, co będziemy chcieli zrobić, to oczywiście pozbyć się manuskryptu, to znaczy może nie tyle pozbyć, co przechować go w bezpiecznym miejscu do czasu wyjścia z hotelu i w tym celu wyjdziemy sobie przez okno z tego pokoju i to, co będziemy chcieli zrobić, to wyrzucimy manuskrypt do tej alejki, licząc na to, że no poczeka na nas do czasu, aż wyjdziemy z hotelu, tak więc zróbmy to.
I knew this was no way to treat a but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Nie wiem, czy w tym miejscu też Wam to przeszło przez myśl, ale byłam przekonana, że ten manuskrypt wpadnie nam do tej kratki ściekowej. Na szczęście tak się nie stało, upadł niedaleko tych ścieków, ale na szczęście nie wpadł do środka, chociaż wydaje mi się, że było blisko i byłby to ciekawy trolling ze strony gry, gdybyśmy faktycznie wrzucili to do ścieków. Niemniej jednak teraz już będziemy chcieli opuścić hotel, ponieważ nic więcej już tutaj nie zrobimy. Jedyne, na czym będzie nam teraz zależało, to jak najszybsze odzyskanie manuskryptu i udanie się do Nicole w celu przeanalizowania dokumentu. Tak więc wyjdźmy sobie teraz na zewnątrz i zobaczmy, co się wydarzy.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Udało nam się wyjść z tej sytuacji bez szwanku, oczywiście dlatego, że wcześniej wyrzuciliśmy manuskrypt, natomiast teraz już udamy się do alejki za hotelem i po prostu odbierzemy nasz dokument. Mam nadzieję, że wciąż tam jest i na nas czeka. Tak, już go widać, tak więc podnosimy sobie przedmiot.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out. You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boo.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, George. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
Tutaj akcja zdecydowanie poszła nam do przodu. Okazuje się, że sprawa jest dużo głębsza niż się spodziewaliśmy. Jest tutaj wmieszany wątek templariuszy. Jest to fajne, już robi się coraz bardziej ciekawie. Natomiast to nie zmienia faktu, że nadal nie wiemy, po co mamy ten manuskrypt, jakie on ma znaczenie i tak naprawdę o co w tym wszystkim chodzi. Niemniej jednak jeszcze raz porozmawiajmy sobie z Niko, żeby dokładnie przeanalizować ten dokument.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
Pojawiło nam się kilka zagadnień w odniesieniu do manuskryptu, tak więc wykorzystajmy je wszystkie.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid, Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. The night scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
No dobra, i to by było na tyle, jeżeli chodzi o ten dokument, tak więc wróćmy do rozmowy z Nicole.
Maybe I'll check out the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Tak, odwiedzenie muzeum to jest dokładnie to, co powinniśmy w tej sytuacji zrobić. Być może dowiemy się czegoś nowego, tak więc opuścimy teraz mieszkanie Nicole i udamy się oczywiście w kierunku głównej mapy Paryża, tak więc musimy opuścić również i tą lokację. I generalnie mam nadzieję, że nie będzie żadnego problemu, że nic nam się nie zbuguje i po prostu pojawi nam się to muzeum na mapie Paryża. Zresztą przekonajmy się. Tak, mamy tutaj Musée Kroon, tak więc idziemy dokładnie w tym kierunku, no i zobaczmy, co uda nam się tutaj zastać. Wygląda to dosyć niepozornie, no ale może wnętrze tego budynku nas zaskoczy, tak więc wejdźmy i przekonajmy się. Tutaj muszę powiedzieć, że dla mnie to muzeum wygląda jak jakiś składzik na miotły albo jakaś piwnica. Jest tutaj straszny chaos. Niemniej jednak to, co się rzuca od razu w oczy, to jest trójnóg, tak więc obejrzyjmy go.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Lochmarne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Dobra, i to by w zasadzie było na tyle, jeżeli chodzi o muzeum, tak więc teraz na spokojnie możemy je opuścić i udać się w następnym kierunku, nie wiem, czy już wiecie jakim.
The tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
Naturalnie będziemy chcieli udać się poza granicę Paryża i poza granicę Francji, natomiast najpierw musimy udać się do Nicole, zreferować jej to, co odkryliśmy, no i oczywiście poinformować ją o naszych dalszych planach, dlatego właśnie wybieramy się z powrotem na Rue Jarry i teraz przejdziemy sobie do mieszkania Nicole, opowiemy jej o wszystkim, co udało nam się odkryć, no i zobaczymy, jaka będzie jej reakcja, czy być może będzie chciała nam towarzyszyć w naszej podróży, tak więc wejdźmy do środka i przekonajmy się.
Hi, George.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Lochmarne.
I have heard of Lochmarne. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine? You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Lochmarne. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a fourth series of his popular television program. This site at Lochmarne must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Lochmarne?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Tak, tutaj mamy do czynienia z taką typową arogancją amerykańskiego turysty. Niemniej jednak wróćmy teraz już do rozmowy z Nicole.
What do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
I'll bet he'd be interested in the manuscript. I'll see you later.
Okay. Keep me informed if you find anything new.
Wygląda na to, że Nicole raczej nie będzie miała ochoty z nami nigdzie jechać, czy też lecieć, ponieważ pokonanie takiej trasy jednak wymaga przelotu samolotem. Niemniej jednak trudno, poradzimy sobie sami. Tymczasem teraz już opuścimy tą lokację i oczywiście przejdziemy sobie do głównego ekranu z mapą Paryża. Mam nadzieję, że lotnisko już pojawiło się w skrótach na naszej mapie, tak więc przekonajmy się. Tak, lotnisko pojawiło się na naszej minimapie, tak więc oczywiście udajemy się w tym kierunku. Natomiast teraz zwróćcie uwagę, jaką mamy tutaj bogatą możliwość podróżowania. Możemy odwiedzić co najmniej 8 europejskich krajów, tak więc jest to coś ciekawego. Zwróćcie uwagę, że jest tu nawet Polska. Tak, no ale cóż, tymczasem wybieramy się do Irlandii.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarne. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
Dobra, trafiliśmy do Irlandii, jesteśmy przed jakimś pubem czy też restauracją, ciężko powiedzieć. Natomiast tutaj na razie nie mamy dużego wyboru, tak więc na początek wejdziemy sobie do środka i troszeczkę się rozejrzymy, zobaczymy, co uda nam się tutaj wywiedzieć. Tak, mamy tu do czynienia z pubem, jest sporo ludzi, tak więc naturalnie na początek troszeczkę sobie z tymi ludźmi porozmawiamy. Być może zaczniemy od barmana, chociaż powiem wam, że ten pan w żółtej kurtce jakoś bardziej przyciąga mój wzrok, więc zaczniemy od niego.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear or see, can you?
Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there, just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
See you later.
Dobra, teraz podejdziemy sobie do barmana i z nim również troszeczkę porozmawiamy. Zobaczymy, jakie informacje uda nam się od niego pozyskać.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Coś mi mówi, że ten barman sobie z nami nie żartuje i faktycznie w jakimś pokoju jest nieboszczyk. No ale nic, porozmawiajmy z nim na wszystkie dostępne tematy.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh no, I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed. Can I see Pegram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a gutful of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Seriously, I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so. What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Tak, tutaj dosyć sporo udało nam się dowiedzieć, natomiast teraz już pożegnamy się z barmanem. I to, co będziemy chcieli zrobić, to zanim jeszcze porozmawiamy z pozostałymi osobami przebywającymi w barze, to wyjdziemy sobie na zewnątrz, ponieważ przed barem stał młody chłopak. Tak więc myślę, że teraz skorzystamy z okazji i na początek porozmawiamy sobie z tą młodą osobą. Zobaczymy, czego uda nam się dowiedzieć jeszcze od niego, tak więc pogadajmy.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarne would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
No, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover, but don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarne.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarne, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out he comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okazuje się, że tutaj pan w żółtej kurtce ładnie nam nakłamał. Będziemy oczywiście chcieli to skonfrontować i całą tą sytuację wyjaśnić, w kontekście oczywiście do tego, co powiedział nam młody chłopak. Jednak to już zrobimy sobie w ramach kolejnego odcinka. Na dziś to będzie już tyle. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał, że całą serię będzie wam się oglądać bardzo przyjemnie. No i oczywiście zapraszam was do kolejnego odcinka, a tymczasem żegnam się z wami, tak więc trzymajcie się. Hej!